Alright, and hello, good evening everyone. Sorry for the delay, and I seem to be having some issues I should have foreseen actually. Because of course the new November patch for Raceroom is here. Finally, long anticipated. And one of the highlights of this patch is the fact that we now seem to have a choice of using either 32-bit or 64-bit executable file. So we should be able to make use of more memory and with 64-bit. But I seem to be having no image now because OBS doesn't seem to capture the 64-bit executable. So this might be a very short stream if I won't be able to make it work, but let's see what we can do about it. So bear with me, please. Nope, still nothing. OBS now seems to be able to recognize the 64-bit executable, but still, I still have no image. I'll try to restart the game, I think. Let's hope that will fix it. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. This will be one of these days again. Okay, so what can I try? So let's see if this does it. Attempt number 2. Okay, I guess I'll try restarting even OBS, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Nope. Let's see if maybe it's just an issue with the menu. I'll just try to enter some into the game to see. Whatever. But I have a feeling it will also not fix the problem. Nope, still nothing. That's awesome. Oh my. Seems to have picture. Oh, that's far from ideal. But I guess it's something at least. Where is it? Yeah. So if I do this. Yay! Okay, so we seem to finally have it as it is supposed to be. Even though I need to use the display capture instead of game capture for now, but at least it seems to work. So yeah, even the menu seems to be working. So finally. Alright, and then where were we? So yeah, the November patch is finally here. 64-bit executable. There's quite a lot of changes in the patch. There's plenty of options added. Of course, one other big thing that I sadly can't test or show you is the added support for triple screen, which was a highly demanded feature. So yes, Raceroom finally fully supports triple screen. For now you have to configure it using command line parameters options. When starting the game, there's no UI options for setting it, but it should be coming in some future otdates, and they are supposed to be working on it. So yeah, that's one other big option, one other big thing. What's there? One of the very nice features that might seem like a very minor thing, but I'm quite happy to see it, is that it seems the cars with the sequential shifter, now the game switches automatically between the edge shifter mode and the sequential mode. Previously you had to manually switch when you change the cars, and it was a bit annoying, and it was very easy to forget to switch when you switch the cars. So now the game should do this for us, which is definitely nice. Like I said, it's a minor thing, but definitely a welcome change. Yeah. There's also now another thing I really am glad to see, and that's the option to the ability to edit the layout of the HUD in game. It's again only achievable by directly editing the XML files in the game folder, or rather in the documents folder where the game stores the user files. But at least there is some option to do this. There's some issues with message boxes overlapping the virtual mirror in the game, which I find very annoying, and stuff like that. So we should be able to do this now, customize this to our liking. I had a very quick look at the file. There are definitely some options. It's related to the virtual mirror, for example. There seems to be the option to change the size, which was also quite highly demanded feature from people who are running high resolutions, since they were complaining about the virtual mirror being very small for them in the resolution they were running. So it seems like they should be able to enlarge the mirror now, and we should be able to move the HUD elements around on the screen. Not sure exactly what the numbers mean. There seem to be some sort of it's not pixel coordinates or anything. It seems to be like maybe percentage or something. So we'll have to take a closer look at it just to understand how it works. But the option is there, so the possibilities are open to us now. Anyway, what else? Yeah, there also seems to be the option to bind a button to reset the force feedback, which is certainly a minor thing again, but also can be quite useful. I'm not sure if I will find it right now. I didn't look for it. Don't seem to be able to find it now. You might probably see it and think I'm blind, but let's not waste our time on that now. What else is there worth mentioning? I'm looking at the changelog, which is quite substantial. I guess that's it from the as far as the several minor but for me quite important things are concerned. But there's obviously the probably the biggest and most visible thing in the update, which is the addition of 3 new cars. We now have the option to get the new Audi R8, the colorway Corvette, as it just switched, and also the new Mercedes AMG. So all 3 were very much anticipated for a long time, and it's great to finally see them. All 3 at the same time, no less. Excuse me. And with their introduction also comes the updated physics for all GT3 cars in the game. So every single GT3 car that was in the game previously now has an updated physics to go with the physics model of the new GT3 cars. So I guess I'll probably take the roof. That's one car I kinda am familiar with enough to hopefully notice some changes. Where we will take it. Yeah, exactly, the braces are pretty nice. And I mean, when you compare it with, say, R Factor 2, where it was, I think, €5 for a single car, and Formula E was launched a few days ago, and again, €5 for the car and €8 for the track, one single track. So less than €4 for the GT3 car is very nice indeed. Let's go to Zandvoort. Why not? That's one of my favorites. I often go there when testing. There are also supposed to be some improvements for the AI. So we'll do a short AI race and see. Let's see how it turns out. I've seen some initial comments from the people who already did some racing, and they were very positive about it. I'm not a big fan of AI racing, to be sure. But one reason was the AI tended to be a bit suicidal and ignore the driver. So I'm very much hoping this was improved. Supposedly their aggressivity levels were turned down a bit, so that might help, I guess. I've obviously had no practice or anything. This is really literally the first time I will be driving these cars with the new physics, so I am completely unprepared, and being the average driver I am, it might not end well, but let's see. The car setups obviously are now completely new. So if you had previous setups for the GT3 cars, they are now not applicable, or not they are invalidated. So we'll have to start from scratch for every single car, but given that we have updated physics, I think it's definitely worth it. So you can see also we now seem to be prepared for the option of choosing a tire compound for the cars. It's not active as of yet, apparently, but the option seems to be coming. It's now there. So that's another interesting feature that we might be looking forward to. But let's finally stop talking and do some driving. Oh.
Okay, Martin, are you ready?
Forgot. I had it set for rolling start, so.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Bad start,
yes.
Mate. Let's get to work.
The AI still doesn't like me much. I was bumped in the corner there.
Left side. Clear left.
Again?
Left side.
Yeah, that's why I don't praise the AI much.
On your left, to Broch. He's leading the race. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Car left. Clear left. Car left.
There's
Clear
a
left.
bit of understeer, I can feel. Which might have just been me, but I generally seem to have the issue of understeer with the GT3 cars. Bumped again. In Raceroom, which is why I'm not exactly a big fan of them.
Clear left.
But yeah, that's something that you may be able to reduce with the setup as well.
Clear left. Car left.
And I'm last as usual.
That's last.
But it's not easy talking and driving. It seems like it's no big deal, but trust me, it's pretty difficult to do. So, very the understeer. Okay. I can say I feel a great amount of difference in how the car feels, as I remember it. But at the same time, there are slight differences I am not really able to describe. The car just feels slightly different. Maybe the roof was quite a bit slidey in its handling, I think, or at least that's how I perceived it. I feel like that is less of a case right now. It's really, if you're expecting some revolutionary changes in physics or something,
The leader has just done a 139.7.
big differences, then you probably will be disappointed. I can't tell. I can say I feel a lot of difference, like I mentioned.
That last lap was a 146.4.
I'll
Sector 1
maybe
is
try to
3.4
shut up for a
off the
second
pace.
now and try to catch up if I manage to do that. But with this understeer, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But I'll try.
Minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Come on, focus. We need more speed. Don't try to brake later, just concentrate harder. Alright, Martin, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. That lap was a 144.3. That's your quickest lap. Car right. On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Of course, one other thing that was updated with dispatch is that most of the cars, except the modern DTM cars, now have 360.
Still there. Right
Just
side's
bumped
clear.
me off the track. Well,
Come on, Martin.
so much for
Don't
improved
panic,
AI.
We'll get him back.
The cars now have 360 degrees of animation for the driver's hands. So that's one thing that probably VR users will appreciate, because they were complaining about this quite a lot.
39.1.
The reason why the modern DTM cars were not included at this point is because supposedly they need to update the driver suits with the sponsor logos placement and stuff like that. So it will take a bit more work for them. So the update for DTM the updated animation for the DTM driver hands are coming, but probably in some future patch update. And I really seem to be doing quite poorly tonight. But, well. Also, I'm not sure how the stream looks, but I'm getting some intermittent stutters, but it seems to be more on my side than on the game side. Meaning I seem to be hitting 100% CPU usage at times, which is a problem I was encountering yesterday during yesterday's stream as well. So when it was with Automobilista, so it's likely not related to the Raceroom update. So if you see stutters, then it's not likely to be the game, but something on my side, on my OS.
P20, you've just done a 144.8.
Let's finish the lap when we're here. And we'll move to something else. Yeah, thanks, Craig. I might need to restart my PC or something like that. I haven't restarted it for quite some time, so it might be just as simple as that, the solution. I'll see after the stream what I can do about it. Also, I'm using the display capture, which is likely to produce some issues. There are often issues with display capture. That's why the game capture is preferred. But as you've seen, I have no idea why the game capture doesn't work for me right now. And it's still better than spending 30 minutes solving some technicalities when I can be driving and streaming, more importantly. So, yeah.
P20, there's the checkered flag.
Last. What a race. What a race. Okay. So let's move to the most important thing, being the new cars. What I am planning to do is that I will buy one of these cars, I'm not sure which one, and do a race with it online if I find some server that's available. It's quite likely there will be a few, because obviously most people are interested in these cars tonight. So I'll make use of the Raceroom feature that not everyone is familiar with, and that's the option to test drive each car in the Raceroom store before you can purchase it. Hello, Depelnull TV, welcome. So I'll do a few laps with each of these cars and then see which one I like best, and then I'll buy that one. So let's start with the AMG. I think I know which car it will be in the end, but let's see. I have my favorites. That's one way to put it, I guess. And you might be quite close, Doppel null. This is maybe... force feedback on these cars is very strong, much stronger than the roof. On this specific car, I've set cars. It feels very, very different than the roof I was driving just moments ago. It's pretty hard to make it turn, both physically and us in handling. Again, getting some stutters. So. Nice brakes. Of oversteer in the hairpin. Of course, I have no idea the amount of traction control this car has as a default. I can obviously raise it, but the specific value I have no way of finding before I buy the car and see it set up. These corners over the crests are difficult to manage in every single car, I guess, in the game. They are not easy. The track overall is quite difficult, despite it seemingly be for the newcomers, as it's one of the free tracks, but not an easy track to drive on.
That was 1:13.9. That's your fastest lap. Sector 3 time is fast.
Come on. It's really quite hard to get it to turn.
You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 1.
I should probably work on my driving technique. I guess I could move the brake bias a bit to help me. I'm sure the default setup is pretty conservative as well.
Your Sector 2 time is quick.
I'll do one more lap. I'll try to focus this time. And then we'll go to another car.
That lap was 1:13.8. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 3 time's okay.
a bit better turn-in, thanks to the brakes.
Sector 1 is quick.
Too much, but we managed to hold it.
Sector 2 time is good.
But I would probably need to set the feedback for this car a bit lower than it is right now. It's really quite strong for my taste.
Last lap was a 1:13.4. That's your fastest lap today.
1:13.4. So let's go back to the star and let's pick a different car. Device connected. Okay. So let's do the Callaway. Again, we can test drive every single car in the game before we buy it. That's one great feature Raceroom has. And previously you were only able to do a 5-minute stint in the car, although for an unlimited amount of times, but currently there's no time limit really. I think it's about 24 hours or something. There is a limit, but you are not likely to reach it. So you can test the cars however much you like. The force feedback for this car seems already lighter than the AMG. The car is more willing to turn as well. Of course, again, it's my very first time driving it, so can't expect miracles from me. I'm an average driver, at best. Yeah, I think I'll move the brake bias again a bit. Yeah, that might definitely be it. The cars are obviously very different, so they should feel different, of course. Alright, that was better. Even though I feel like I'm going at a snail's pace right now. Yeah, still a bit of understeer. Well, again, that might be a driver error. The feedback loads up on the faster corners, but definitely is lighter than in the AMG. Yeah. Otherwise, they seem to convey about the same amount of information to the driver. There's not much difference
You've just
there.
done a 1:13.7. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 3 is a tenth off the pace. Sector 1 time's okay.
The car feels like I should be enjoying driving it once I get accustomed to it. It has that bit of on-throttle oversteer that I like with cars. Perhaps that's not so surprising given that it's a Corvette.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Okay, so I'll do one more lap. Again, I'll try to focus a bit more for that. Not talk as much. And then we'll again move to a different car.
That lap was a 1:12.7. That's your fastest lap
Okay,
today. Sector 3 time is
yeah.
quick. You're a tenth off in Sector 1. Sector 2 time is good.
Oh, that's right. I was looking for the delta timer on the car's HUD, but car's display, but I realized it's probably not there because we're in the store.
You've just done a 1:12.3. That's your fastest lap. You need to find a 10th in Sector 3.
112.3, so almost a second faster than in the AMG. Not that it means much, but still something. So let's go for the final third car, the Audi. I don't have much experience with either of these cars. I didn't drive them in other games much, but of the three of them, I probably have the most experience with the Audi. I've driven it in Assetto Corsa quite a bit while I was preparing for one of the race department races, though in the end I didn't stick with it. I switched to Porsche for the race, but at least I did some time with it. So, and I of course also I have driven the previous version of the car, the older one that's in the Raceroom, for the last round of the race department GT championship. Alright, so straight off the bat I feel the car is much more willing to turn of the three. Yeah, that corner is tricky. You have to be careful with the throttle there as you are coming over the crest, otherwise you get oversteer like that. The feedback, the force feedback, I think feels about the same as on the Corvette when it comes to strength. I was in third. But again, it communicates well. I wouldn't expect anything less from Raceroom after all. I'd say of the three cars, the Audi feels the most well-behaved, though you still have to be careful with the throttle, at least on the default traction control settings. I've just now gone up a step, as you probably have seen. It's a nice feeling car, no surprises or anything, but probably I could probably say it feels maybe even a kind of boring.
That was a 112.7.
I'm sure that would likely change when I would be driving it more at the limit. I'm definitely nowhere near the limit right now.
Sector 1 time is good.
But I think this car might be a good choice for people who are trying to get into GT3s. Basically does what you tell it to.
Sector 2 time is okay.
So again, one more lap. What time will be?
That last lap was a 112.3. That's your fastest lap.
Even faster than the Corvette before. This will probably not be a good lap. Again, it would be nice to see a delta time, but no such luck in store. Ooh. Yeah, that corner can catch you off guard very easily. Even in this car.
Your sector 2 time is quick.
So what will it be?
That lap was a 112.2. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3
Even
times
slightly
okay.
faster. 1/10 faster. Yeah, it feels nice, this car. Definitely easiest of the three, for me at least. But yeah. The big but. Oh, big if, I should say, probably. I think I'm going to go with the Corvette anyway. because I just like it. The difference in the handling of the cars are not that big to make me go with one or over the other. I could probably be a bit faster in the Audi, but then again, that might change very easily when you have spent some time tweaking the setup. So I'll go with this one. And let's see if we can find a game. What's this? 20 minutes, that's kinda long. I have to prepare for another race in less than an hour. What's there? Is there anything else? "15 minutes. Oh. 30 minutes now. There's no one there. I guess not. Yeah, I'll probably regret it, given that it's Portimao. But let's join this one. Where's that car? Here? Okay, but I have to take a very quick break, so I'll be right back, sorry. Alright, so I'm back. So let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, there seems to be some GT3 drivers out there. It's public server, so we'll likely get rammed off the track in the first lap, but let's see how it turns out. I guess 5 minutes of qualifying left. What's there? Cars out there. There seems to be some DTM cars.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
It'll be interesting.
Okay, Martin, we've got 4 minutes to get a decent lap in. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Sector 2 is clear.
Raise the rotation.
Blue flag.
Okay.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear. It looks like Bailey has binned it.
Yeah, I really should change the rotation angle. It's a bit too low for me.
Green flag, Sector 2. Yellow flag. Yellow flag, Sector 1.
Stutters are not making it easy for me either. Again, I'm not sure if it shows on stream or not.
Flag Sector 1. You're last. You're running last. You're last. Green flag Sector 3. Clear left. Oh, Martin, this lap won't count. You've cut the track. '18th.
So let's see what we have here. 20% is the default traction control settings. Okay. I guess I'll raise the toe in, or lower rather.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Front springs. Maybe. Also, we probably don't need as much fuel. Yeah, let's keep the rest as it is for now. Let's see.
Okay, Martin, you've used half your fuel. There's traffic behind, keep your wits about you. Sector 3 is clear. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear. Okay, you're clear. White flag, mate.
Ah, public service.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Car right, clear right. Sector 3 is yellow. Blue flag. Right side, incident clear. Green flag, clear right. Checkered flag's out, 20th place. White flag, yellow flag. Green flag.
This will be an interesting race for sure. Can't remember the last time I was racing on public server.
Yellow flag. You're clear.
Okay. So it should be 15 minutes, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, that's about as much time as I have right now. Oh, let's take 30. I don't know how much we will need. Looks like we are attracting attention already.
Okay, Martin, be ready. Watch for the lights.
Oh, Daniel Trapp is here. Nice.
Green, green, green. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Right side's clear. Clear all round.
Oh my god.
Yellow flag, stay
Jesus
sharp. Car
Christ.
right.
Public
Clear right.
service.
Blue flag. Clear left. Blue flag. Left side, great start, well done. Clear left, green flag. Left side. He's still there, yellow flag.
Oh.
Clear left. You're clear.
This blinking prototype is not...
Green flag, sector 1.
I'd very much like to get away from him.
P3 has gone off. Green flag, sector 2. On your left, clear left. Car left. Clear left. Blue flag.
Daniel has given up. I don't blame him.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Okay, so the blinking prototype is gone now. Let's do
Blue flag.
what we can.
Car right. Clear right. P10. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Blue flag. Green flag, sector 3. Okay, you're clear. Yellow flag.
People dying left and right.
Incident clear. Green flag.
Not sure if you noticed in the
Left
mirror.
side. Still there. Clear left. Keep it between the white lines or we'll get a penalty. Sector 1 is clear. Blue flag. Yellow flag, sector 3. Blue flag. On your right. Still there. Clear right. Sector 3 is clear. Yellow flag, sector 2. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Is that the B45 in front of us?
Green flag, sector 1. Right side. Clear right.
In us now?
Okay, you're clear. Minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The leader has just done a 1:37.0. Sector 2 is
I've
clear.
only been racing for 5 minutes now. Oh my god. Feels like 20.
E7. Yellow flag. Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We think Leon's has gone off. Blue flag. Green flag. Green flag, sector 2. Car right. Right side's clear. Blue flag. Car left. Alright Martin, the next car is Leon's. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left. We just had a warning for cutting the track. Yellow flag. Yellow flag in sector 3. Sector 1 is clear. Incident clear. Green flag. Sector 2 is clear. Martin, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. We estimate you've got 10 minutes of fuel left. The gap in front has increased to 4.2 seconds. Bailey has retired. Blue flag. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. You've got half your fuel left. Car left, clear left. Left side, clear left. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Clear left. You're clear. Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag.
It's not going so
Track
well.
limits, come on, keep it between the white lines. You're clear.
I don't like to do this, but I think I've had enough of this race. I'm not having fun at all.
Blue flag.
Can we look at the replay and see, hear some of the sound? I guess we can't. But it should be saved, right? So we could probably look at it this way. Yeah. So let's hear some outside sound for a change. Oh, that doesn't look good. What's going on? 60 FPS super steady. I don't think so. There seems to be some issue. It's probably the display capture causing this. I need to solve the game capture problem before I can stream 64-bit Raceroom, I guess. This is not usable at all, I think. Could it be crew chief, maybe? It just occurred to me. I guess not. That's not that's not watchable. I'm getting sick just looking at it. Well, I guess I'll wrap it up now. Hope you had at least some idea of what the new update includes, what it means. Not, I don't mean technical issues. That's likely on my side, not the game itself. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed. I'll be going live again tonight in about 30 minutes. I'll be streaming Assetto Corsa. We'll be having a race department race on the Nordschleife in GT4 cars, so hopefully that will go better than this stream. So yeah, maybe see you then, and if not, then see you next time. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Friday. I'm still undecided, but I'm more than likely to be joining the Sunday race in the Formula X17 in Raceroom at Sepang, so that might be something worth watching, I hope. So perhaps see you then. Thanks again for watching, and see you.